Hello and welcome back to my Minecraft FTB series. Today we're going to be taking a bit of a break from Formcraft. I've delved a bit into it, but for now I'm just going to take a little break. I don't want to continue on one specific mod for a while. Well, considerable amount of time, because after a while it does get kind of tedious and sometimes boring to watch, especially when you're seeing the same kind of mod all the time. I guess that's why you can get kind of bored of vanilla quite quickly, because, well, it's vanilla. So today we're going to be getting into a mod and getting revealing off, and let's have a look. If we go to type in power, it is basically the power suit power suit armor module mod, whichever way you want to call it. That's what it is. And basically what it does, it is a way for you to apply and tinker with different bits of stuff that each of these armors have, and I'll get into a bit more when I've actually got to that point. So the first kind of thing we want to do is we want to build this power armor tinker table. Now there's different ways of crafting this, depending on if you've only got the power armor mod itself installed, or if you've got any other mods installed as well, like IC2 and thermal expansion. I do believe you can disable some of these, depending on what you want, which ways you want to be able to craft it. So as you can see, this is like the vanilla way, if you only have the power armor mod installed, and then there's the IC2 way here, which uses electronic circuit and machine block, and then you also have electrum ingots and redstone transmission coil and a machine frame, and that is for, well, thermal expansion. Right, so we're going to go with the cheap way. Well, I say cheap way. It's reasonable. You need some lapis and emerald and some iron. So we've got a bit of everything in here, so grab some of that. Grab some lapis and emerald. Lucky enough, I'm in a biome area, well, near a biome area where I've been actually collecting this. So that's kind of handy. So, all is emerald in the middle, lapis in so, and then iron in the corners. And there we go, that's our tinker table. Simple, easy, and straightforward. So we can put all these back away again. I probably will have to come back for them. So I'm going to put this down over here. Now, this doesn't require no power or anything like that. You can just put it down and right click on it, and it'll bring up this nice little cool green UI with the blue rectangle in the left corner here. Now, what it's saying is basically I don't have any module power suit items in my inventory, so it says make some. How quite quaint. So we'll get on making them then. So, what we need is we need the armor head, the torso, legs, and feet. Now again, you can make these in different ways. There is more than one way to make it. Although it does seem there's a duplication. If you look between that one and that one, they're exactly the same. Weird. I guess thermal expansion doesn't have a different kind of way to make these. So, but yeah, it's quite simple to make. So all we need is some wiring and some iron ingots. That requires some more iron, and iron. So it's quite straightforward. So we actually need to grab some iron, and to actually make these, the wiring, you actually just need some bit of gold nuggets and redstone. Or if you don't have any gold nuggets laying around, or any gold for that, and you've just got some gold cable, you can do that as well. Or if you don't have any gold at all, you can actually use copper, silver, and some more copper. And there you go. But I'm just going to use gold because I do have some. We're going to turn all these into gold ingots, and we're going to grab some redstone, and we're just going to make a ton of this because I do have a feeling we'll need lots of it. So make plenty of stacks of them. There we go. 4 stacks of 64. That should be plenty. And if we do need any more, well, we've got these nuggets here as well. Right, and then we have the iron in the inventory, so let's just get making this, shall we? So, head's quite simple. It's just the exact same recipe, but you're just replacing certain parts of it with these wiring. So, as you can tell, the 5 that you normally put where you'd have iron either side, it's just some wiring. There's that. And then the torso is similar again. As you can see, it's missing that one little iron piece there. And then the legs, just remove that and remove that. There's legs. And then the boots is, there you go. So we've got all them now, so we've made every single piece of armour. Now, if we actually stick all these back together again. Now the cool thing about this armour is it can be actually changed and manipulated in certain ways, so you can have different kind of abilities. So if we come over to this tinker table, and you'll now know it actually registers all the items we have, but it's doing it in the wrong order slightly, so I think that's just the way I've got it registered in my inventory. So if I actually equip them, and we open it up, it'll actually say a little green E there. That means they're actually equipped at the moment. And then, you know, it's just saying it's equipped, so in this way it's right way around. And the cool thing is you can do different things with each one of these armor sets. And they all have different kind of stuff you can tweak. So I think they all have the armor and the cosmetic and the energy. But some of them have some specials, like the headgear's got these headset specials where you can get an aura meter, flight control and night vision. The power armor has a active camouflage ability as a special, and also has movement. Legs also have the movement, and the feet also have the movement. So some pieces of this piece of armor actually have different things. Now if you notice at the moment, if you look down here, I've actually got no armor whatsoever equivalent. That's because, well, it's got no armor when you haven't installed anything. You actually need to install sub-modules into this mod to actually get these stuff to work. So if we look at the force field emitters, if we want, there's different kinds of armor. You can have your iron plating, which is just basic. It's basically equivalent to iron armor. You've got your diamond, which is heavier than iron armor, but it more stronger. So it's, as soon as you get all this, it's equivalent to diamond. And then you also have an energy shield, which basically uses up power, which you have stored from these batteries, and allows you to have a considerable amount of armor. It's lighter than plate, but if you actually drain all your energy, the armor becomes ineffective. So it's quite similar to the way the quantum armor and the nanosuit armor work. Right, so we want to actually get some of these force field emitters. I think that's probably the best way to go. And we also want an elite battery, which is actually called a HV capacitor, funnily enough. I'm surprised it's not called an elite battery in the crafting area. And we also need these energy shields, which are basically force field emitters. So we actually need 2 items, so let's go make some. I think the battery is going to be the first one we want to try out. So let's type that in, HV capacitor. And all it is, again, there's different ways of crafting this. You can use an energy cell, or you can use a Laptron crystal, but because I've got the vanilla way, I'm just going to use that. You could say it's cheating, you could say it's easy, but yeah, I'm just going to use it. So what we need an enderpearl, which I've got one here. We need some wiring, and what else for it? Glowstone dust and glass. So grab a glowstone. Glass. There's some glass, plenty of it, and then we should have everything we need to make this. Glass in the middle. No, glowstone on this side, enderpearls, and wiring. There we go. We've got ourselves our HV capacitor. Or as you could say, elite battery. That's what we have now, so we can actually tinker with that when we want to install it. Now, the next item we actually want to use is the force field emitters. So let's type that in. Now, force field emitters, these require enderpearls, some solenoids, and these require, so it just requires slight bits. Now, there's different ways again to make this depending on which way. So if you've got IC2 installed, it's got this machine block. Again, if you don't have enough iron, but you have a load of refined iron, that's quite a cool use. I think I'm going to stick with iron. I've got enough iron. You know, you can tell I've got plenty of stacks of the damn stuff, so we're going to stick with them. So I'm just going to grab as much iron as I need and stick it in this table. And then all it is plenty of wiring in there, iron in the middle, and then we can make these. So we actually need 2 of each for each part, and then we actually need 5 for each. So it gets really expensive. We need 40 in total. This is where it gets really expensive. And probably maybe it might have run out of wiring at this rate. Oh, we're gonna run out. Oh no, we just had enough. Wow. We've 1 left over. Spare. Ouch. It does take up a lot of iron if you do it that way, just keep in mind, and a lot of wiring. They'd soon add up. So now we can actually make these. The other thing we actually need is some more ender pearls. We don't have enough. So what do you think I'm going to use to actually get them? I'm not going to go on a little, rampage and try to kill those endermen, because that take ages. So we're going to use equivalent exchange. Cool little mod. We need 4 for each one. Ooh, how many do we actually need? 4 for each one. Let's have a look. We need 8 in total. Ooh, we need plenty then. I think it's 32. There we go. So that should be enough. And then we just need to set it up. So it's basically like that. Solenoids in there. Boom, boom, we've got 8. So now we've got our high HV capacitor and we've got our force field emitter. So let's install all these, shall we? So we'll do the battery first and I'll explain about that. So if we come into the torso area and click on... Now you can actually, one thing to point out, you can actually install the elite battery anywhere, but I think for me I'm going to put it in the torso. Just because it seems more, makes sense for me. That's where I would put a battery if I was making this in real life, in the chest area. Maybe other people might disagree, but that's where I'd put it. So you click on the install button, and now it's installed. And you also see a few other details have changed here. So basically, some items, it'll give you a breakdown. So it basically says how much armor it provides, which is none because it's a battery. Energy storage at the moment it is 750 kilojoules. And the weight is 200 kilograms. And then you'll see this little other UI down here, this little blue box in the bottom right, which basically has this little slider bar, and this is your tinker bar, and this allows you to actually change how much maximum energy this battery can hold, and it'll also increase the weight. So if I pull this all the way up to the top, and the highest it can go, where this yellow bar is full, it basically can hold maximum of 5 megajoules, but there's a downside where it actually weighs now 10 kilograms. So what this means is the more maximum power you have, the more your weight's going to get affected. And what this means is, if we actually come out, if you have too much weight, you will actually start getting slowed down, so you'll actually walk slower, and basically saying, hey, you've got too much equipment up. So it's something to keep in mind when you're actually trying to balance out what equipment you want to use. Now, if you notice in the top left there, I've actually got now 750 kilojoules out of 5 megajoules. Now, the way to charge this up is you can use a MFE. I think you can use a bat box as well. Let's just try that, shall we? So I want to take the torso off so we can charge it. Can we charge it? Yeah, we can. So you can use a bat box, an MFE, or any kind of charging. As you notice, it's just draining the power significantly. I'm not sure what the exchange rate is between the two. But, as you know, I'm draining power, and there we go, it's full. 5 megajoules at 5 megajoules. Nice. And now, if I put this back on, we have our 5 megajoules. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take all this armor off, because this is the next part. And I want to show you what the next part is. So at the moment, we're going to install these energy shields. So if we install each one, install, and the cool thing is it actually remembers what selection you had, and so you don't have to find it in the little UI here and then click on it. It automatically remembers which one you had selected, and you can just instantly install. That's a cool feature. I wish they had an install all button, if it knew that you had enough for them all. Oh well. So what you can do, you can tinker with these. So at the moment it's at the lowest, so energy per damage is 0, and basically armor is 0 points. So if I come out and I have these equipped, it's still basically equivalent to no armor. I haven't got no armor whatsoever. Now if I actually change this, let's put the headgear up. So I want to actually put this all the way up to the top, and we're going to say I want 6 points of equivalent armor. There we go, we've got now 3 bars filled in our armor section. So that basically means this helmet is providing full protection damage. So it reduces whatever it is in Minecraft, it'll basically equivalent to 6 points of armor. Now we can actually do it for all, and we're going to slam them all up, and you'll see. There we go. So now we have a full set of 10 armour. How sweet is that? Now what that'll mean is this is indestructible. Basically, I can take a significant amount of damage, and I think it's more or less equivalent to quantum armour in its own little way, if not stronger. I'm not going to put that in mathematical specs, but that's more or less what it is. I don't have any mobs to fight. I did hear someone moving around. Oh, there's a creeper. If I had this creeper somewhere else where I could actually blow it up and see what damage, but basically this creeper will not do any damage to me whatsoever. Oh, and I've just leveled up level 30. Nice. There's no mobs at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, just take my word for it. It means that you won't hardly take any damage whatsoever. Now, you may notice, the way this works is, this energy shield, is if I have any energy, it basically uses energy every time you get hit. So every time you get hit, it basically takes a significant chunk out of your armour. Instead of the armour losing durability, it just takes a chunk out of the energy stored. And after a time being, like quantum or nanosuit armour, it'll just go all the way down to 0, and then once it reaches 0, you'll have no armour. So keep it charged as always. Otherwise, if you just totally forget about it and you're in a real bad position, you can end up dying, and then you might lose all your stuff as well, depending on obviously where you are. It could be PvP you could be doing as well, which you want to keep this fully charged up at all times. I wonder if I can actually, I think it also works in fall damage, so we'll actually, there's a Skelly there, let's try him out. He's chilling over there under that tree. Come here, Skelly. Hit me. Like I say, hit me with your best shot. Oh, I'm not going to start that. There we go. See, I've lost 0.01. And staying at 0.01, I could just stay here all day. It's just, that's how silly it is. Let's have a look. Yeah, you're not doing out to me, even though you have got an enchanted bow. And it's my turn to kill you. There we go. If we come up here, and if I jump off, it should actually also... Boom! No damage whatsoever, and the energy has actually taken the fall for me. Which is kind of cool. As you notice, we've lost now 0.02 Minecraft joules, which is nothing. Could sit there all day, to be honest. Even creeper explosions don't do nothing to me now. But I'm not going to try that anyway just yet, because I don't want to ruin my base. Right. The next thing we want to do, let's have a look here. That looks like a cool idea. What this does is it basically, as it says there in the description for you, instead of me trying to think of something up, it basically says connect to some formic goggles to show the nearby aura values, but unfortunately it does not reveal aura nodes, only shows the UI. So if you know the UI, if I get my bag out, that's with the goggles are revealing, and I have these equipped. I'm just going to take that off a second. What it does is, if you see in the bottom left there, it has the aura, the UI for the aura and the magic and the flux and the environment. Well, basically what it does, it takes that and puts into the power armor helmet. But you can't see nodes with it. I don't know if it's like that's your slight downside for it. I'm believing that's the reason why. So we can actually install these only if we had a hologram emitter. Now, why not? Let's install it. So let's run over here. Now we need a hologram emitter, so let's have a look at this. So it's some cactus green, rose red, some wiring, some lapis and glowstone. So we want to get some more lapis because I knew I took that. And do we have some in here. So it's rose red, cactus green, bit of wiring, lapis at the bottom. I may get this the wrong way around. It doesn't matter how you put this, so if it doesn't work first time. No, I got it right. So there's your little crafting recipe. Let's get one of them. And now we can actually equip these. Sweet. Now you won't lose it. You can actually salvage your items. You won't lose it, but I'm going to equip these, and now we have the UI in the bottom left. So you can't see the nodes, but you can actually see the aura in the environment. So that's kind of cool. I like that. I guess there always has to be a negative side effect to actually being able to do that. Otherwise, you'd just be too powerful, and what would be the point of doing anything, to be honest? If you could just have everything in one suit. So we've got goggles revealing now. So what else can we do? Let's try something else. So let's have a look here. Ooh, let's get the jetpack, shall we? but that requires iron thrusters, and 4 of them. How will this work? Iron thrusters. Sounds all very futuristic now, doesn't it? Apparently there's a lot of stuff that have the word iron in it. Oh, yeah, it is very expensive. Well, not for the vanilla, but for the... ouch. It is very expensive for the IC2. That's not too expensive for the thermal expansion, though. So, let's get on with that. So we actually need quite a few bits of materials. So we switch through here. We actually need some force field emitters. We need 4 of these, so we need 4 of them. Oh, damn it! So I need plenty of these. This is going to be quite fun. Let me get the ender pills first. Otherwise, this is going to be going in the wrong direction quite quickly. So 4, 4, and each one requires 2. So you basically just have to double that. So instead of being 8, you need 16. So you need 32 again. And I've run out of iron. No! I can't run out of iron now. These are expensive. It's not something you should be doing if you don't have a lot of materials. Oh, damn it. Do I have any more iron? No iron whatsoever? Are you kidding me? Can I use something else? Please tell me I can use something else. I can, but then again it does require iron. Oh. Right, so I guess I'm going to be looking for some iron. So I'll be back in a few seconds. Oh, back from that little trip there. Oh, that was a bit of a, well, long trek, shall I say. I also got other bits and pieces that are kind of interesting. It's always nice when you go digging into mine shafts, and it's a lot quicker and easier to find materials, and also you can find some chests. So that's always nice. Stick these in here, get some more pumpkin seeds and minecarts and whatever else. So I'll just stick them in there for now. Well, I still carry my suit around me, and we should have some iron cooking up. I actually found a decent bit. Slowly going up. That looks a bit. Let's just check on it. I wonder if I've got backlog. No. Did I run out of power? Oh, I did. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, the tank is absolutely full to the brim. And it's still delivering lava as well, my little system here. I'm surprised it actually ran out. That's, just yet. It's been going for a while now. Let's have a look. No, there's still lava under here. There's still some bats lying around. Oh, that's okay. My engine's stopped though. It's, packed in working, so we need to grab a wrench. Oh, no. Smash that. There we go. Put that back in there. The lava's all pumping into it, and we get some energy again. There we go. Let's head back. Right, so that should be getting all power now. Plenty of power, actually. So this should be all working again. Yep, there's the iron cooking up. Plenty of that. Got some pulverised iron getting cooked. Tin. More tin there. That's iron as well. Some tin there. There it goes. All flying away. So in a few minutes we should be actually all ready to go. Right, so there we go. There's the last of the iron and gold and that. All my ore's getting cooked up, as you can see. So we're almost ready, and they're all getting pumped up. Nice. So, yeah, I'm just going to switch some of these engines off. I'm going to switch these ones. I don't really need as much power anymore now, so I think 5 will be able to just fill up this energy cell. And now we can head up and finish off where we, well, left off. So let's have a look in our chest. How much ores have we got in there now? Ah, loads, plenty. Some nice iron here, some refined iron. There's a zombie somewhere. I don't know where he is. Anyway, we want to grab our iron. There's still some iron in that cooking up, so yeah. So where were we? We were finishing off making these iron thrusters, weren't we? We need the end of the pearls. We need another 6. Right. There we go. So that's done. Just we've got the oh, that zombie's putting my head in. Who's he dying now? Ah, there he is. Yep, you're gonna burn in the sun. And the skelly's also burning. So what do we need? We were actually on getting these, weren't we? So we need a load of solenoids next. Did I put any away? No. No, lovely. So we're going to need probably all this iron as well. This is going to get really fun. We need the gold and the redstone. There we go. So we have 8 of them. And now it should be just more or less straightforward and simple to make these. Boom. 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 There we go. 4 iron thrusters. Sweet. So let's put these in and we should try them out. It's taken a long hard work and a bit of mining. A bit longer than I thought we were going to take. So we want some jet boots. Let's have a look. Where is it? Jetpack. There we go. So install, and now that should work. So again, got another tinker slider bar here. Basically saying there's no weight at the moment. Let's have a look. So if we want a jet thrust of 160 newtons, I'm assuming that is. Is that on and working? Do we actually need to turn it on? Ooh, creeper. No. Oh, you bugger. Damn it. Right, am I missing something? Do I actually need to turn this on and off? Trash these. What's going on here? Why is that? Oops. Trash. L there. So why isn't this jetpack coming on then? Haven't I got enough power for it? Which is what I would have done. Oh, yeah. Derpy derp. There we go. That's why. I didn't have my armour on. I wonder why it wasn't working for a second. So we can twist this around. And now we can just go and it's just a jetpack. It's a bit weirder than the regular jetpack. It kind of goes to wherever you're pointing. So if you're heading this direction, it's going to fly around. Yeah, it's not like a regular jetpack where it just goes up and you've got to keep pressing up. It actually goes to where you want it to go. So yeah, it really works. And we're burning a bit of power, but not too much. that's kind of neat. Oop, just got to make sure you don't fall. Let's grab some of these. This has ruined my... I'm going to have to fix that now. I'll fix that a bit later. Jumping into the K bar, we want to actually put L towards disable this, so at least when we're not wanting to use it, it basically toggles it off and we can press the space bar without having the risk of flying up in the air. So that's kind of neat. But I do want to tweak this. I don't want it to be just as potent. Because at the moment it's 160, but I'm going to put it down to about 80. There we go. So it doesn't consume as much Minecraft joules, or Mega Joules in this kind of case. Is it Minecraft joules? Maybe it is. I don't know. Alright. So, what else do we want to mess around with? I think I'm going to put one more item in and then I'm going to call it there. So let's us have a look. We probably want shock absorbers, but that requires some wool and some servo motors. Now, servo motors I don't believe are... Let's have a look. Servo motors. We only need 2 of them, and well, that's quite reasonable. So electric circuits, solenoids again. So we just need 2 of them. Right, there you go. We've got our 2 servo motors. Now we just go and need to get our wool. Where did I put wool? Is there wool in here? There is no wool. No shears in here. Why are there no shears? Oh, there they are. Come here, sheep. I'm gonna shear you. Give me your wool. There we go. Just the 2 pieces of wool we needed. Put that in there, because I don't really see a reason for me to carry shears around with me all the time. Right, and then we should be able to just install this. So now it basically works the exact same as the way quantum boots work, and the energy will actually take the portion of the damage that you want. So we've installed it. Basically we can say how much of the damage do you want this energy to consume. So if we have it at 50%, it means that at, I think, a certain distance we actually need to equip them as well. But what I mean, after a certain... Hopefully I don't kill myself. Yeah. I think it means you can go so high up and then it will actually... Yeah, there we go. See? That's just saying how far you can really fall before it actually starts not taking all the damage. But I think I'm going to put it all the way up to 100%. Just the fact of I can fall from any height now, and it shouldn't make a difference of... There we go. Flying up in the air. Although I think I'm a bit heavy. And then fall down. And then no damage whatsoever. There we go. So this has been me getting into the power armor mod. There's a few lots still bits and pieces to tweak around with. I probably will add some more of these in, and there's a sizable amount here just to get into. But we've got the main ones. I think we've got the armor, and we've got the way we've got some shock absorbers and a jetpack. But there is probably a few of us that I want probably the uphill step assist, which basically means if you've got a 1 block walk, instead of you having to jump and pressing the jump button, you can actually just walk up to it and it'll walk it up for you. 2 blocks it won't work, but just with a 1 block it goes up for you, so you don't have to worry about pressing the space bar 20 odd times when you're trying to go upstairs. So if you don't have any stairs, I'll show you what I mean anyway. And I'll probably install some of these other ones as well with sprint assist to make you be able to run quicker. And then we can see what else we've got. So until next time guys, thanks for watching. Likes, comments, much appreciated, as always. And until then guys, I will catch you all later. So, bye.